Let's go. Hello, my all stars, my all signs. A very, very welcome to the channel Space, my home. I am Shivalika and I welcome you to your wholesome weekly energy reading. And the week in mind is 1st to the 7th June, the very first week of June 2026. And the intentions, as always, are your highest growth and absolute expansion. Messages, energies that can get us moving. That's always been the intention, and so it will stay. Everybody who's watching this, thank you for sharing this space, for sharing this energy. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Intentions are set. We're ready. Let's go. And we're starting with Aries. Hello, Aries. Welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy with me. 1st to the 7th June, the first week of June. Your energy oracle is out and about. Let's see what we've got going, what's coming in for you this week, Aries. Let's see. Good June. Let's go. We're starting with, okay, that's a really nice energy within you. What just happened on your mind? Oh my gosh. That's very similar. Coming towards you, Aries. Okay. This is going to be something very, very out of this world, okay? Challenge this week, advantage this week. And a card that's going to help you raise your frequency. For the very first reading, this is quite a... I can see, Aries, that you're going through something within and on your mind both, and it's kind of tearing you apart, breaking you apart. You're feeling, it's almost like hot and cold at the same time. Yet, for some reason, you're not appearing the same in the surface world, in the real world. Let's see what your energy oracle is for this. Oh, we've got card number 45, which is a man holding a heart. It's either you pining for someone, or there is someone on the other side. And this is very, very significant. I'll tell you, Aries, why? Because the same energy has popped up in your advantage right here in the reading. So we're starting with the 3 of Cups. Again, I'm telling you, in the 3D world, everything looks normal. You're having fun. You've got your group of friends. You're having a good time. But within, you've got the 10 of Swords, and on your mind, you've got the Tower. Both are extremely edgy, shaky energies, and you're feeling the extremes of it within and on your mind both. But you're not possibly talking or telling anyone. This is just something that you're going through yourself. Tower is Mars energy. Aries, you're ruled by the planet Mars. So there is something going on here. You're not talking or telling anybody about it. What's coming in is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the wheel changing, seasons changing, a turn of event, momentum, motion, movement. Good. We like that. We want that. Challenge this week is the King of Cups. Could very well be a person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is also a person holding their heart, by the way. Your main energy is also man holding a heart, wanting something. It could be love. It could be pretty much anything at this point of time. But again, it's an energy that is rooted from emotions, connections. Challenge is that King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Advantage is the Knight of Cups. Now, this could be two very different energies, let me tell you. Challenge could be coming from a particular person. Advantage may be somebody else. The Knight is one step below the King. It's not equal to the King. I also want to tell you, if it's the same energy, then your advantage is don't invest so much. One step back. Take one step back. Instead of committing fully, instead of being with a person fully, just observe. Man holding a heart is also observing, right? Knight of Cups is also looking at the thing. You have to look at the thing that you're so much in love with, and you kind of look at it and you try to understand, okay, why am I so much in love? It's that moment before you make the move. King of Cups is actually when you've made the move. Knight of Cups, your advantage is that moment before you kind of declare or before you kind of express. Now, to raise your frequency or your, oh wow, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is, firstly, it's a very good energy. It's you're receiving something. But I also want to say this because with regards to your reading, Ace of Pentacles here is actually a brand new opportunity, a brand new investment, a brand new way to look at something. Basically, you're doing something for, if not for the first time, for a different way and a different approach towards it. Yeah, that's the word, approach. Aces are beginning. There is something that's been happening for a while and a way, and I think you've reached dead end with it. So your best bet here is to try something with a brand new approach. Let's see the Three of Cups, Aries. Three of Cups. Very interesting first week of June, I have to say that. I mean, this is big energies here. Somebody's got very nice hair, recently colored hair. Sorry. Actually, emphasis on hair and hairstyle and grooming a lot. Three of Cups. What is the Three of Cups energy? We've got, actually my entire deck is reversed, so I'm just going to make it straight. But yeah, Hermit and the Three of Swords, exactly what we've been saying. You're hurting within. You're hurting quietly. You're hurting alone. You've been hurting for a while, Aries. For some reason, you're not confiding it into or speaking it to anybody. You're keeping it to yourself. Keeping yourself very guarded. I mean, I don't know, you tell me, is that working? Being quiet about it, not sharing it? It would be a good idea if you can share that with someone and offload the burden a little bit. Because otherwise you're kind of tearing yourself apart. Ten of Swords within. Tower and the Seven of Cups, and you've got Tower on your mind. There are no coincidences here. You know what's happening actually? This whole tearing apart, this whole chaos, this whole coming down of something is something you have, at some point of your time, you knew this was going to happen. This was one of the possibilities. You knew it. And sorry to say, but at some point, subconsciously, you may have focused so much more on that it's now actually, for a lot of you, might be just happening. It's almost like, you think about something so much, it's bound to appear into your, and one of the scenarios possibly was Tower, but with this energy, with the Seven of Cups, at some point you thought too much about the worst outcome, and guess what? Right now, the worst outcome, the Tower. But you know what? I just want to say this quickly here. That Tower is not a bad thing. Only those things fall apart in the first place that are meant to fall apart. Why would strong, beautiful, amazing connections or foundations break? So if they are breaking, it's an indicator for all of us. But at the moment, it is happening, Aries. So I'm not going to make fluff stuff around it. I'm just going to say it as it is. Tower on your mind is what? Queen of Cups and the Empress. This could actually be the fallout between two friends. It could be a fallout between a mother and a child. It could be the fallout between two different energies. It could be fallout between opinions and the way two people see life. And I want to just point out the two people are not wrong. They're absolutely fine. But there is a fallout. There is a difference of opinion. There is the way to see world. It's almost like how, don't get me wrong, but how some people are very conventional, very traditional, and they've seen life in a certain way. And then this other energy, I don't know which one is you'll know better, has this, very focused, very ambitious, very growth. And now what is happening is, boom. I don't know if it's over a man. If it's over another person, it's over another energy. Very, very likely. how two people see love. What's coming in the Wheel of Fortune, Justice and the Chariot. Firstly, such big energies are popping out for you. All major arcanas, all universal energies. It's almost like this is in your timeline. Justice and the Chariot. I just want to say this because it's going to be different for different people. But what's actually going to happen, what's going to unfold itself in June is whatever you chose, whatever decision you made, there are going to be consequences. And those consequences are going to reveal themselves. For example, you decided to stay with someone even though it was not working. So now, what if the problems were addressed? Great. If the problems and issues were not addressed, they're going to come back. If you decided to leave someone, then now you're moving on your life with that person gone, that energy gone. If you've quit a job, so basically, whatever decisions you've made, there are consequences. Those consequences are now going to start showing up. But regardless, I want to tell you that this is a timeline where the universe is supporting you. It is. King of Cups for your challenge. We've got the Magician and the Two of Cups. Very well, this could be a connection. From the beginning, I'm thinking the minute you get a man holding a heart, you want to say it's possibly a connection, not a connection, but boom. I do feel that this is, the challenge here is getting on the same page with someone. Getting on the same page. For a lot of you, you may have actually thought you've manifested the right partner, and now that the partner is there, you're feeling the lack of it. For a lot of you, it's so much easier to be in groups of 3s and 4s, but it's very hard to catch that same energy when it's just you and this person. There is I just want to say at this point of time, two people are not seeing eye to eye. Let's see Knight of Cups, because that's an advantage. That's the man holding a heart. We've got the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Whatever your situation is, Aries, at this point of time, your best bet is to protect yourself. If you're having a difference with the other energy here, for whoever this other energy is, all right, let's address it. You're being encouraged to hold on to what you know, you believe, you think is right, and proceed with that. This is not the time. Firstly, it's not the time to get influenced by anybody. This is the time to watch and observe and check for indicators from the other energy that resonate with you. The Chariot and the Six of Swords both are similar energies, and they encourage us to move on in life, to continue and to keep going forward. There is no indicator here to stop anything that you're doing, but you're being told to observe. There is something that I think you need to know more about another energy here. Whatever you know, whatever you think you know is not enough. Ace of Pentacles to raise your frequency. Oh my God, look at that. Two of Wands and the Six of Wands. There is so much more to find. There is so much. For a lot of you, you're actually being encouraged to look out and seek more. In case you're thinking it's this is it, there is more. Basically, there is more. The entire universe is actually encouraging you in this reading that you've set out to do something for yourself, and you're starting it from a point where you are hurt. You're feeling as though you're receiving less. And I want to point out one thing here, Aries, in this reading. I should say it actually. The manifestation energy around you right now is very, very high. Very, very high. And when manifestation, that means your power to attract almost anything and anybody at this point of time. So as much as you're attracting the good, you're also attracting the not so good. So be very mindful where you put your energy and your focus to. That's literally the definition of manifestation. That what we think about the most appears into our lives. So be mindful and channel that energy towards exactly what you want. That is what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much. Moving on to... Hello, Taurus. Welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy. By the way, your monthlies are up. And this is from the 1st to the 7th June, the very first week of June 2026. Taurus, let's take out one energy oracle for you and let's see what's going on. What's going on? What's coming in? What are the energies like, Taurus? Take a deep breath. Let's go. Starting the week with... All right. All my decks are actually reversed and kept. Let me just quickly... Good. All right. Okay. It's so, Taurus, you're a bull sign, and I can see a bull very strong. And the bull is not being allowed to move, and the bull does not like that, Taurus. Maybe you don't like where you are at this point of time. Within you, on your mind, coming towards you this week, your own power card, your own energy has popped up in your own reading. This is a big one. Taurus, you're being reminded, why are you a Taurus sign? Challenge this week, advantage this week. Wow. And a card that's going to help us raise our frequency, guidance on... All right. From feeling trapped, from feeling things not working, this week is a reminder that you are in absolute control and power. There is a way you've been leading your life up till now. Remind yourself that. Let's see your energy oracle first. We've got, oh wow, card number 24, adjacent possibilities. Exactly what we just spoke. Just because something is not working, just because that door is not opening. Look, this door has been built out of nowhere. Sometimes you've got to build your own doors, even if you don't see anything. You may be thinking this is the place where I'll get my answers, or this is where I'll get my job. You'll be surprised to know that the one next to it was actually where you were supposed to go. And be open, be flexible. You never know. You never know. Taurus, we're starting with the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is the energy of feeling trapped. It's the energy of feeling things are not working. There is a bull right there behind. This is so your energy right now. And I'm going to show you something lovely. Just hold on. Within you've got the 3 of Cups. Now, okay. It's not that bad, you know. Within you're still, you know, you have some sort of comfort here. I want to almost say that you have a comfort blanket, you have a comfort group, you have a comfort person. So as much as the current moment is feeling like it's not working out, my hands are tied, you're still in a good spot. It's a good thing. You have energies that wish you well. On your mind, you've got justice. This is either you've got Libra on your mind, but justice. For some of you could be with court system. Some of you could be waiting for a verdict. Some of you could be actually seeking for, I mean, this is how much I gave. Now I'm waiting for it to come back towards me. What is coming in is Hierophant. Hierophant is Taurus energy, your power card. Taurus, you're a fixed sign, you know that. What's coming in this week for you is an understanding of why you are where you are. And if you don't like it, then you have to ask yourself that, okay, how did I arrive at this point? Because, you know, Hierophant or Taurus is actually a structure. It's a structure. So you have to address the structure where you are. If you don't like anything about the structure, you're the only person who can do something about it. That's why you've got adjacent possibilities. Challenge here is the 6 of Swords. Now, 6 of Swords is the energy of not being able to move. That's why, while 6 of Swords is moving, it's in your challenge. See, how similar is this? You are stuck somewhere. You're not able to move. For some of you, you're not able to travel, or some of you, you're not able to execute the next plan that you thought, or it's dependent on something. So I think it's got to do with the structure, with the system. However, your advantage is Empress. Empress is Venus energy. Look at the same bull that is trapped in the first one, right there, not knowing what to do. And look at your advantage, free, abundant. It's like one of those weeks where you have to remind yourself that, yeah, I have a problem in my life. I've had several. I have dealt with them. This is yet another. It's not so big that I'm going to, bet my entire life on it. It's not like that. All problems are problems. There's no need to call them big or small. The only person who feels big and small is us. We kind of define ourselves, and we don't need to do that. To raise your frequency, you've got the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is the energy of victory, is the energy of knowing that you're going to be victor in whatever it is that you do. See, this is exactly what we're talking about. My clarifier deck also has Six of Wands underneath, same energy. Approaching a situation from knowing you're going to be successful, knowing. And what is success here? Success here is solving a problem, as simple as that. Success doesn't have to be loud and proud all the time. Sometimes the simplest definition of success is solving a problem. A very small one, like waking up in the morning, getting your alarm clock fixed, getting water running. Those are small successes. What is this Eight of Swords for Taurus, please? Eight of Swords. High Priestess and the Fool. It's just that because you're feeling trapped, all right, you're not able to take your next step. High Priestess and Fool is actually, it's 2 and 0. It's in order. It's the Fool is first, then you have the Magician, then you have the High Priestess. Here's what's happening is your next step, you are supposed to take a step. You're supposed to take a next step. You're supposed to take a leap. You know that very well. You're supposed to begin. You're supposed to start something. What's happening is that starting is first going through a series of what will happen, when will it happen. I mean, the action is not there. The thought is there. The constant debating with the mind is there. And this is a classic example of overthinking. This is just overthinking. We're starting the week with overthinking, Taurus. Nothing more, nothing less. The minute you take a small action, overthinking disappears. The only thing how you beat overthinking is by taking an action. Otherwise, you can continue next 6 hours overthinking about it. Three of Cups within you. Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. I'm very inclined to say that you're possibly doing something that you've never done before, or even the group that you're with or the conversations that you're having, none of them have done something like this. I also want to tell you something, Taurus. It's very evident here that the conversations, the inner dialogue, all right? Now, inner dialogue is what you talk to yourself, also with the people that you're closest. It is quite possible that you're talking about the worst possible scenario. The focus is more on, clearly there is something here that you want to start, put your money in, possibly start for yourself, whatever, whether it's a job. It seems that all conversations are first or eventually going to, but you know what, it's not going to happen. I always say imagination is free. Until something is not done, talking about it is free. Why not prepare our brain or impress our brain with a concept of the best outcome? Inner dialogues are very important. They kind of define what sits in the brain. Justice on your mind, Taurus. We've got strength and the King of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this could very well be money, receiving money. Money being held. Maybe a lot of you are, because that's solid Taurus energy. Maybe people owe you money. Maybe you're trying to get your money back. You're trying to get your paycheck back. Simplest thing, like you're waiting for it. Yeah, this is definitely financial. You wanted a sum of money, and I mean, I get it. It's hard-earned money. You're having a hard time extracting money. Even if this is a fight with the system, it's got money on it. What is coming towards you? It's also preserving your own wealth, your own sanity, your own prosperity that's built by you. What is the Hierophant, please, coming in this week for you? We've got 7 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. This is that week where you don't splurge. This is the week where you protect your wealth, your asset, your money, your growth. And with whatever you have, this is the structure that we're talking about. You take that and you look forward. Heavy emphasis here on protecting your assets, protecting your money. A lot of you may be tempted at this point of time to take out money from, say, a savings or something like that. But I don't know, something here is actually telling you to go old school. The 6 of Swords for your challenge. Oh, wow, you're not able to move. Look, there is a lot of emphasis here on money, on what you've given. And if it's not money, it's on investing in someone and not getting back the same sort of response. The challenge is that you are looking at a point back in time where you had possibly given more. Oh, wow. Things could have also fallen apart because of unequal give and take here. Let's see what is this Empress for your advantage. We've got the World and the 5 of Pentacles. I do want to point out the obvious. This is the ending of financial crisis. This is the ending of financial constraint. This is the end of poverty. This is the end of less and the beginning of more. That's exactly what Empress is. Empress is abundance. This is the most beautiful definition, World and 5 of Pentacles. But you also have to understand that while the cycle gets over, there is a big lesson here for Taurus in terms of money, energy, value, and wealth. Where you put your money in, what you're speaking about money, there is so much here, so much. That's why you've got adjacent possibilities. Look at all these doors and look at this door that comes out of nowhere. You know, it's almost like you're applying for loan or you're applying for money and, you know, you kind of get rejected from 20 different places only to realize that there is something here that's helping you out, which possibly just opened up for you. It's not for everyone. A lesson here on money. 6 of Wands, and it ends in a very good way, is 4 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. And this is what it is actually. This is Knight of Swords and the 4 of Cups is a combination of do not make your decisions in haste. Do not make your decisions without thinking of the consequences. Be very thorough with what it is that you're doing. There is something here that has been done without thinking the consequences. Or maybe by the time the consequences hit you, it was too late in the game. So you're being encouraged, you're being advised to, speak better, construct the best case scenario, and and know that there are more possibilities than you think they are. There's a lesson here, Taurus. There's a lesson here about money. There is a lesson here about value. It's a very specific, very direct reading. I mean, it's very rare to get readings like this, which are so on point with just one topic. But that's what I have for you. And oh, just give me a second. We're moving on to Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy. 1st to the 7th June, the very first week of June. Let's take out your energy oracle and let's see what amazing messages want to come out for you. Your monthly energy reading is already up. Do have a look, see if you're interested. Let's go, Gemini. Let's see what's going on in this week for you. We're starting with, okay, I think I did see this in your monthly, by the way. Within, mind, coming towards you this week, challenge this week, advantage this week. Advantage is a very solid advantage. One card that's going to help us raise our frequency, Gemini. I just want to say it seems like there's no resolution, there's no solution, but I just want to tell you there is. The whole energy on the table is that of no, we cannot make it work versus boom, we can give it one more shot. We should give it one more shot, and we should try different ways. Let's see what your energy oracle is, and it's card number 3, blossoming abundance. Fantastic, because your energy on the tables are also very, very similar. Number 3 is that of cooperation, collaboration, coming together, co-creating. That's also what's coming in for you this week. Very, very similar energies. I'm very happy to see that. We're starting with the 5 of Wands. Clearly, yeah, there is something going on. There's a conflict. There's something. Disagreements, arguments, this way, that way. You're possibly in it at this point of time. Within, you've got the Ace of Cups. You want to make things better. I don't know about the other energies and I don't know about others, but you do want to make things better. On your mind, you've got the Judgment. Yes, you do want to give a second chance. You do want to clear things out. I'll tell you something. We started with the blossoming abundance number 3. Remember, Judgment also has 3. There is a power of 3 in your reading. And look what's coming in, the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is the energy of coming together, co-creating, collaborating, making it happen, because it's so easy to fall apart. But the fun is in getting together and making it happen and seeing how far, the more people they come together and they kind of do things together, more chances of victory. The more you fall apart, then you've got to start all over again. It's easier, actually, even energy-wise, to come together and co-create. There's more advantage in that for almost everybody. Challenge here is the Magician. Magician is manifesting, possibly your challenge here is bringing all energies in the same room. There you go. The simplest way I can tell you, because I can see that it's spread out. There is too much noise, too much. The challenge here is bringing the best qualities or all of that into one room and kind of getting people to see it. Your advantage, however, Gemini, is the Sun. Makes me want, again, 3 people here, look at that. Makes me want to say that it's going to be fine. We don't need to know how. We just need to know, all of us needs to know that if you involve, if you participate, if you, take 2 cents from here, 2 cents from here, make everybody feel good, hear everybody out, it eventually works out. It's just that kind of a week. To raise your frequency, there you go. We've got the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is resilience. Is not giving up. Not yet, at least. Now, somebody is being here very strongly being told that, don't do extra, but don't walk away yet. All right, let's clarify. Let's see. Let's get some more dates, Gemini. The Five of Wands, please. This card really wants to come out. Death and the Four of Pentacles. Look, I'm telling you, something here is not ending. Something, even though we've got death here, we've got the Four of Pentacles. Something here is not, death is inevitable. It's going to come when it has to come, but something is not yet in that stage. There is still so much more. And Four of Pentacles comes after Three of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles is first coming for you. Ace of Cups within you, Gemini. We've got the Empress and the King of Cups. Whatever this is, there is a lot of love. You are coming from a place of love. You want, I can very clearly see it. Actually, you want it to work. You want it to work. There is Venus energy here. There is also emphasis on self-love. You're not approaching this purely, you're not giving me this martyr sort of a vibe. You're saying that, okay, for this to work, I'm also going to take care of myself. I'm also going to fill my cup. And yet I want to make this happen. So it's not coming from a place where, let me sacrifice myself for the greater good. So good for you for that. Let's see Judgment on your mind. We've got Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands. See, this is finding more ways to make something happen. Still looking, not giving up. True to your energy, Gemini. You're still debating, still looking, still searching, still finding. Not at that place where you can. Your mind is actually very, very active at this point of time. It's still looking for different ways. And this, possibly for the first time, you're seeing beyond. I mean, you've never gone this far in this topic, possibly, but you're actually going above and beyond to find more. Three of Pentacles coming towards you this week is the Ten of Wands and the Six of Cups. Okay, whatever this connection, whatever this situation is, it has taken toll on you. It has taken. I think the burden is on one shoulder. One. I get it. You're coming from, but at the same point of time, you're telling me that you're doing this because this is very important for you. This is very important. It's been in your life for a very long time. Six of Cups is beautiful energy. It is Sun in Scorpio. It is an energy that we all cherish in our life. It's very warm. It's very comforting. Whatever this energy is, at the end of the day, Six of Cups is it's an energy that you can keep in your life, that you love taking care. You feel safe with this energy, but it's also taking a toll on you. Magician, the challenge here, Gemini, Nine of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, the challenge here is, how do I bring all these different elements? How do I do that? And I think it's not letting you sleep. You get these impulsive ideas. You think they're going to work. In the morning, you get excited to try them. And maybe at this point of time, maybe none of them are working. Let's point out the obvious. Maybe you're not supposed to think how you're going to bring 4 or 5 different people. Maybe you're only supposed to channel your energy towards yourself. What am I going to do when I'm in this situation? Maybe let other people think for themselves. Let's see the sun, please, for your advantage. We've got the Tower and we've got the Moon. Now, this is this is a very epic response to the Sun. The Sun is clarified by the Tower and the Moon. Your advantage is, look, whatever is going to fall apart, all right? Don't fear the falling apart. Don't fear whatever is kind of crumbling and coming down. And you're not supposed to, when a building falls apart, we're not supposed to look at it and get scared. We are supposed to look at it and get a reality check. Oh my God. I think this is done. You're basically, with the Sun, the clarity, the advantage here is all those things that are, they're crumbling and coming down. Now you can see them clearly. Now there's no hiding. With Sun, there is no hiding. I mean, and after seeing it, if you unsee it, Gemini, then I think that's on you. But when you can see something for what it is and then deny it, That's not what we're supposed to see. We're supposed to see something for what is being shown to us and accept, okay, this is the reality. Let's see the Nine of Wands to raise your frequency. Oh my God. I think this is exactly what your monthly reading was. And it ended on this note, but I want to show it to you one more time. We've got the Emperor and the Ten of Cups. You know what? If you stand on your own ground, if you stay true to yourself, and if you approach this from, I'm not backing down, I'm not quitting, I'm not giving, but there is only so much that I can do. That's what the Emperor is. The Emperor is a very strong, solid energy. The Emperor is not influenced by others. The Emperor is the influencer. So if you are coming from that energy, the outcome of whatever this is, in fact, starting this very first week is going to feel nice, very happy, because we're ending with the Ten of Cups here. The minute there is other influences, it's very interesting that the clarifier deck is on Queen of Swords, and the deck I used for you is Queen of Swords, and both of these are Gemini energies. Strong, independent women. Gender is just because it is there, but I'm telling you, very strong, independent, straightforward, real, brutal energy that does not tolerate BS. That kind of authentic energy. And that's Gemini, by the way. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Very, very empowering reading. Thank you so much for that. We are moving on to Cancer. Hello, Cancer, and welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy from 1st to the 7th June, the very first week of June. All right, let's see. Let's take out one energy oracle, keep it on the side, and let's see. Let's take your deck here, Cancer. I haven't taken your deck yet. All right. Let's see what the first week of June wants to. A card is popped out. We'll keep it. Speed. Supersonic speed. I'm seeing that. Somebody is in a hurry. Somebody here wants to be out and about. Very fast. Cancer, let's see what's going on within you, on your mind, coming towards you this week, challenge this week, advantage this week. Oh my God, those are some really big cards out there. And a card that's going to help us raise our frequency. What's going on? It's almost like time's up on something. It's very, very interesting. This is a story. This is a moment in time. Okay, we'll talk about it. Cancer, let's see what's your energy oracle. We've got card number 53 comes down to number 8. We've got the Magician and the Mirror. You're trying to make something happen. You're trying to make, the number 8 here is very significant because it also pops up in your reading. But you're trying to make something happen. This week. It's almost like you're trying to bring out something that you had once seen into reality, pulling it out into reality. It's a trick. You want to bring out something into reality. We're starting with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a very fast energy. Very, very fast. This energy does not think about the consequences. I mean, it's cool, but we're in 2026, so how cool is cool? That fast? Unless it's an emergency, why that fast? Within, you've got the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is clarity. And then you've got that Knight of Swords. I'm wondering, you got a hit, you got an idea, and then you want to like pursue it very, very fast. That's the kind of energy. On your mind, you've got the Seven of Wands. Yet on your mind, you're kind of blocking. It's like you've made up your mind, this is something that I want to do, and this is the only thing that I'm going to do, and then you've blocked out everything else. Very one-track mind this week, very one-track mind on something. We'll clarify and see, Cancer. What's coming for you is the Eight of Cups. See the 8 and the 8. Eight of Cups is the energy of walking away from things that no longer serve you. You tried. You looked, you couldn't find. You thought it made sense, it doesn't make sense anymore. So therefore you decided to walk away. Now the challenge is the death. Death is the ending. The challenge is, did you walk away? Are you able to walk away? That's quite a contrast. The energy of walking away is there, moving on is there, but the real challenge is, can you actually? Because death is also transformation. Death is also changes. Are you able to transform? Are you able to pull off this big change? Your advantage is the karma. This is actually the judgment card. Judgment is all about second chances. It's, a moment in time that you asked for, I want to do this. And your advantage is, I think you're going to come face to face with it, and then whether you take it up, whether you're able to pull up that one trick, magician and the mirror, that's going to be a defining moment. It's almost like you're going to come very close to something that you had asked for. And right at that moment, will you take it? Will you not take it? Will you walk away? That's up to you, because free will exists. To raise your energy to your advice is the Hangman. Hangman is a pause. Hangman is think it through. It's an absolute contrast to your opening energy, because you're starting with a Knight of Swords. That's fast. I want to do it. Hangman is think about this in different ways, point of views, calm down. It's almost like the universe is saying, don't rush. Let's see the Knight of Swords. Why the rush? Nine of Wands and the Moon. Well, it seems like, oh wow, underneath Eight of Wands, which is being very fast. Sometimes speed becomes necessity because something is not moved on for a very long time, and we often sit. It's like, how do I explain this? That let's say we've not been doing something for a very long time, and then we feel, oh my God, I've missed out on timelines, I've missed out on so many things, and that it kind of hits you, and then you're like, now I don't know what's going to happen next, so let me just pick up something and let me just put myself completely. It's doing thing for the sake of doing, but it's not being thought through, and it comes from a fear. I have to point out the obvious. It does come from a place of fear. It's not coming from a place of, oh wow, let's do this. It's coming because, what if I don't do it? I might miss out on something. Ace of Sword within you, Hermit, and the Judgment. Judgment is your advantage. You have thought about this for a very long time. 9 years, 10 years, 9 months. The thought here, that's exactly what we've been saying. You have been thinking about this for a very long time. But when it comes to, I guess the reason why you operate is from fear. There are 2 nines on the table now. It's been in your system for a very long time, within you, with you, whatever this thing is. But still, and even if you want to do it very fast, I don't know if there is a contingency plan here. The word that I'm very strongly getting in my head is a contingency plan. Seven of Wands on your mind. We've got the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Wands. I don't know. This could have been, if this is about clearly, if this is about blocking something, you have just blocked a particular person or a particular area, because Queen of Wands is all about passion. One area, it's almost like, okay, I'll tell you something. What I'm actually picking up here is, Cancer, that from the point in your mind, you have become very, very, I don't want to use the word stubborn because I don't know, it may not go down very well, but you've become very fixed on something. And other than that, I don't think you can see anything else. At the same point of time, you're approaching the same thing with fear. Here's the thing that you want is also the thing that you fear. So it kind of makes it null and void. You can either want it or you can fear it. If you bring both energies, you kind of contradict it. Eight of Cups coming towards you this week. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Three of Cups. For all of those who are walking away, they are definitely entering a brand new cycle for sure. I also want to tell you that why you're walking away, because it's not because I think this walking away was inevitable. It's natural, because we usually walk away from those things where we don't get love, kindness, support, and you're walking into that where you're actually getting love, kindness, support. Then why is death? Why is the ending of something a challenge? Let's see. Six of Swords and the Hierophant. Wow. Because Hierophant is Taurus. Taurus is fixed sign. Taurus is a structure. Hierophant is a structure. It's almost like, how do I say this, Cancer? The challenge here is moving on from a particular way of living, thinking, being. This is a lifestyle change, because the Hierophant is a structure. It's traditions which have been made over years and years and years. And the challenge here is, how do I move from one lifestyle, one thing that I have learned all my life, I have known all my life? How do I move from that? It's a very big change. I can see it. And it is somewhere coming in between your transformation, your next cycle. Karma for your advantage. Look at that. The Hanged Man, which has come in your guidance from the universe to raise your frequency, and Seven of Swords. This is so easy and simple now for me to say. Look, this is where the universe was telling you, pause, take a time, another point of view. Don't be in a hurry. Everything here is being done in a hurry. Everything here. It's almost like you want to pull one trick. You want to pull something into reality very fast. And your advantage is karma, because something here is happening in the moment in time for you, Cancer. The Hangman and the Seven of Swords. You are trying to sneak out, again, this is very similar right now to the Knight of Swords. You're trying to skip a step. You're trying to skip the learning. You're trying to skip the pause. You're trying to skip the perspectives, the understanding, the growth. Every level, next level of our life, all right, timeline demands a different version of ourselves. From what I can see is you're trying to enter the next timeline with the same version. The universe will not let you. Let's see the Hangman for your advice to raise your frequency. Boom. Empress and the World. The universe will not let you enter, will not let you leave the world if you do not upgrade to the level that you're supposed to upgrade. Empress is pure abundance. World is the ending of a timeline. From one timeline to another, you want to enter into another timeline, enter into a different lifestyle, enter into an upgrade, upscale yourself. But the previous version cannot, at this point of time, enter that timeline. In order to move into that, you have to upgrade. My God, same message at different step. This is so bizarre. It's almost like every card had the same message for you, Cancer. Very rarely that happens. It's not that it happens every time, but certainly it wants to catch somebody's attention. Moving on to, hello Leo, welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy with me. Your monthly energy reading is up. Let's jump in. The first week of June, 1st to the 7th, energy oracle is out and about. I hope you're doing amazing wherever you are. Leo, let's go. Let's see, we're starting the week with interesting. Wanting more, right? Within, on your mind, coming towards you this week. Look, nice. It's a good week. It looks like it's a good week so far. Challenge, advantage. One card that's going to help you raise your frequency, Leo. It looks like a good week. I want to tell you that, Leo. Get excited because you are starting with wanting more, you know. You are wanting more, you're seeking more, your mind is at absolute abundance here. I do want to tell you that. It's good. It's good. And your advantage is to pursue that frequency, that vibration of abundance. For your energy oracle, and this is so good because I think, Leo, you deserve it. You know, this is what you're made up of. Number one, sun. You can't make this up. You are the sun. You are pure fire. Look what came out for you. Number one, very significant here. Sun, the source. Feel abundant. Feel abundant. And keep that vibration, keep that frequency. The entire reading was summed up with just your energy oracle. I love this so much for you. We're starting with the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is looking into the future, the bigger picture, your vision board, what you want from life. Basically just facing the future. You've got your back turned on something and you're focusing on what you want. Within, you've got the Two of Wands. You know, you're really burying your nose into something because there is something that you want. You're getting every possible piece of information. Whatever you're seeking is seeking you, but you're seeking it harder at this point of time. On your mind, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, very abundant. The energy is very abundant. Look, it's an indicator of wealth and prosperity. But because this is a general reading, I just want to say that whether you have money in your pockets or not, your mind says we're made up of money. How beautiful is that? Coming towards you is the Page of Cups. This is a fresh, beautiful energy coming your way. It could be a person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Could be someone younger, could be someone new, could be fresh, could be just a date. But it's just a very cool, fresh energy you're going to be interacting with. Maybe over drinks. Challenge is the Eight of Cups. The challenge is walking away from something. Walking away. It's a little hard to walk away from something. Little hard. It's not, I don't think in the big scheme it's too much, but it's just, you've done it before. You're so close to, you can do it. But you know, that little bit of thing that, oh, I've got to leave this and go, that kind of. It's almost like I want to say this, like the final goodbye. Your advantage is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is fast. Knight of Swords is, it's actually in your case right now, is staying on a frequency, on a vibration. And it's following your hunch, following this future forward vision that you have for this week at least. Speak about it, talk about it, write about it, bring that, make it your front and center. To raise your frequency and your advice, wow, we've got the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is actually Mercury in Aquarius. makes me want to tell you that, and this is interesting because your mind has the 10. To raise your frequency, you have lost something. Let me just point out the obvious. There has been a financial loss, and that is there in your reality. However, you are raising your frequency from your mind. All right, you're telling yourself, or you're teaching, rewiring yourself otherwise, and that is the advantage. You're supposed to pursue that. What you're doing right now, Leo, is, by the way, very, very brave. From 5 of Pentacles, you are going to 10 of Pentacles. From absolute lack, you are going to absolute peak. And you have to maintain that frequency. So 5 of Pentacles is coming as a solid reminder that yes, we know we are in the less maybe. Well, yes, we know we have lost something, but we're going to keep our frequency high and maintain that. Let's see the 3 of Wands for you, Leo. We've got 5 of Swords and the Empress. Yes, this is future forward. This is very, very future forward. You're focused on your growth. You may have had a recent fallout. You may have had a fight. You may have a little conflict. And it may at first have been not so significant. But I do see in the process you have lost some important things here. However, the good news is, I don't know about the others, but you have managed to recover and heal very fast. Or I don't know even if you've healed, all right? But you're definitely at this point of time focused on your growth. You're like, all right, this happened, I understand, but let's move on to the next step. Good. 2 of Wands within you. Very empowering, I have to say that. The 8 of Swords and the Chariot. For a lot of you, Leo, you may not even have the resources. You may be just doing this. 10 of Pentacles underneath, 3 of Wands right there. We have started with these energies are all around. For a lot of you, you are literally redefining, rewiring, changing your life. And you may not even have the resources. You may not be at the right place. You may be, but this is an upgrade. You know, I want to say from nothing, you're creating something. And when from nothing you create something, it is a win. It's a pure win. So continue this energy. You know where you're not able to do something. So you're not complaining about it. That's lovely. You're not complaining about it. Instead, you're like, all right, I don't have money, but if I did have money, this is what I would do. If I could make money, these are my ways of making money. 7 ways to do this, 7 ways to do that, 7 ways to find this out. Rewiring. 10 of Pentacles on your mind. The Devil and the 4 of learning the value of wealth, of money, of prosperity after a loss, after an understanding. This has come. Here we go, Leo. This is where we kind of crack the code. This has come from you having it once, losing it, understanding the value of it, and now bringing it back into your life. I don't know if you're bringing it back, obviously, but I do know that you're being very grateful for the lessons, for everything. Because Devil is Capricorn energy. That's absolute wealth. In fact, that's excess. So you may have had excess of something, by the way. Now you're being grateful for it, for the lesson. Page of Cups coming towards you this week is clarified by the Page of Cups and the King of Cups. Whatever energy is coming in, okay, this fresh, brand new message, an invite, going out, conversations, good conversations, they have the power to grow. Page of Cups to the King of Cups. This is, again, keep your vibrations, your emotional, your words, your affirmations, your very, very consistent, and do it every single day. It's going to be very beneficial for you, Leo. I also see something new coming here, which has the potential of becoming something, by the way, in terms of love. 8 of Cups, for your challenge. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords, two queens, out of which one of them I definitely feel is you. We have Aquarius energy, Gemini and Libra also. But you know what? The challenge here is, I'll tell you why the challenge is walk. The final goodbye is a little difficult, all right? And I'll tell you what I'm picking up. It's not that if there is another energy here, Leo, it's not that the other energy was looking at life differently. I mean, both these energies are future forward, both of them. It's just that I think one is way more ambitious, and which is not wrong. So that's why I'm saying that the reason why if something does not work is because, not because anybody is wrong here. It's just that the way two energies look at life, and I think none of them want to settle. None of them. You're also a fire sign. None of them want to settle. Because they're both equally strong energies. One is passionate, one is very logical, very thoughtful. And I do want to tell you that if actually these two energies try to make it work, it's a very compatible. We've got fire and air here. Very compatible. So maybe it's a temporary challenge, who knows? But just this moment right now, maybe that's why you're having a tough time. Knight of Swords for your advantage. We've got the Three of Swords and the Hanged Man. Don't let your, even though you may be feeling moments of heartbreak here, because I can see something here is not working for this week, you're being encouraged not to drop your own energy and your own. Don't let, especially if it's a heartbreak, because obviously Three of Swords has come out, so there is no other thing that I can call it. Especially when you have those moments of, oh my God, why did it not work out? But do not drop the energy that you have walked into this week with, because this might just be your entire energy for the whole month, and you want to keep the energy of Sun. So maybe feel bad about it for 3 seconds. If you want to cry, cry for 3 seconds, but then wipe it off, wash your face, stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself, but guess what? I am the Sun. I am Leo. Don't forget to remind yourself that, because you've got to keep your vibration high. Five of Pentacles, we've got the Moon and the Ten of Swords. I'll just emphasize, you are coming from a place of having lost, having, from not to now having, and to possibly bringing something back into your life. But in order to bring that thing back into your life, first you have to get into the energy of it. That is why the benevolent Sun is right here for you. It's almost like the universe wants you to have this, but first it wants you to embrace the energy and maintain that energy and keep that energy. Very empowering, Leo. You've really done something brave and remarkable here. Not many people realize this, that we're all going through battles, and some of us are actually doing something about it, like you. So good for you. Moving on to, hello Virgo, welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy. First week of June, 1st to the 7th. Your monthlies are up in case you're interested. Go have a look-see. Meanwhile, let's take out an energy oracle for you, Virgo, and keep it on the side. Let's see what wants to come out for you. What amazing, a card just dropped actually. Let's take that. Okay. What wants to come out for you? You're starting with the Moon within, excuse me, on your mind, coming towards you this week. Challenge, advantage, and one card that's going to help us raise our frequency. Virgo, there's a lot of emphasis here of money. Things that you can hold, feel, touch. Tangible things. Tangible things. One thing I can tell you, that you are Clearly, you have something on your mind that you want to hold, all right? Are you getting to hold it? Not entirely. I'm also seeing that in order to get something, you'll have to put in something. So if you keep your end of the bargain, then it's very likely you can make this thing happen. If you keep your end of the bargain. We're starting with your energy oracle is, oh my gosh, I cannot even make this up. Card number 26, hostilities. This is so similar to the opening energy I'm going to tell you. What is your environment like right now? Why do you feel that you have to kind of, fend for yourself? Why is this person holding a sword? What is this person scared of? It's almost like you're defending yourself. You're very alert right now. You're very alert. You're kind of protecting yourself. I do see tattoos here. It's almost like it's not that it's a war-like situation, but it's still that you're prepared to take on someone and you don't trust anybody around you. We're starting with the moon. Moon is not knowing your environment. So it makes me want to say, what environment are you into? Is it unknown? Is it new? Is it a brand new territory? Are you looking for signs? Are you trying to figure out whether it's safe for you to enter that space? Are you preparing yourself in advance so that I don't know, it's taken me off guard, like you don't know what you're entering into and you're preparing yourself in such a way that what if I get hurt? Before I get hurt, I might just have to use this. Very strange. Within you, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. See, there is something. This is my money maker energy. There is something that you want to hold, want to keep, call your own. And of course, she's holding a pentacle here. Earth energy, Virgo, you're an earth energy. On your mind, you've got the Four of Pentacles. Again, protecting your own assets, your own valuable. But the mind has less, within you have more. So that we need to align, all right? The same amount, the same value that you give yourself within is the same value that should pop up in your mind. You cannot assign yourself $1 billion worth within, but in your mind when you're calculating in $10, $20, $30. So there is something off there. But in your mind, you are really, really, really protecting your own. Again, protecting. Very similar. I don't know. It's almost like you can sense. You can sense something in the dark. That kind of a feeling. What's coming towards you this week is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups feels, I think here, in this context, Page of Cups feels like a little bit of too much pleasure, excess in pleasure. Be mindful. There is a sense here of what's coming in this week is, I don't know, you might get carried away. Be mindful. Your challenge is the Magician. Magician is card number 1, and it's a very powerful energy. It is the ability to bring all elements and make them work for yourself. That's the challenge. You're not able to bring all elements, all people in the same room, all different energies, and trying to make it work. You're trying it. Don't get me wrong, but for the time being, it's not working. Maybe not everybody's on the same page. Your advantage is the Page of Pentacles. Now, Page of Pentacles is good because you're thinking Queen, but in your mind you have 4. And the Page is match the queen, match the energy that you have within you. I mean, not all the way through, but maybe take a few steps. I think, Virgo, you will have to take these steps on your own. Also, you're being encouraged to initiate something. It's not going to come from the other side. To raise your frequency, we've got the Hierophant. Hierophant is Taurus energy, fixed earth energy. Virgo, you are mutable, you are flexible. But there is a system, there is a structure, there is a way things have been happening. And something here will happen according to a way. You cannot rush this. It's almost like, the Hierophant is that energy where structures are made so that it can give the people who go there some sort of comfort and assurance. And it does not change, It's a very fixed way of operating. I think you're trying to make something happen here. And that's not working because something here is exactly supposed to happen the way it is supposed to happen. Hostile, very guarded. But you're guarded because you're afraid of what's coming in front of you. The moon here is darkness. That it's not the best feeling. Why do we have the moon? Let's see. 9 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. There is more darkness here, more fear here. And we've got the 5 of Pentacles underneath, which is financial worry. This energy needs to shift, actually, Virgo. Straightforward, I'm telling you. This energy that we are walking into with this week, with the beginning of the month, is coming from fear, is coming from... and I can see that you want to manifest big things, but you cannot manifest big things from less and from fear. You're not able to sleep at night, you're overthinking. For a lot of you, you may see gray hair for the very first time. I'm also seeing midlife crisis. Let's see the Queen of Pentacles within you. There you go. The 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. There is, again, we have the moon right here. Virgo, there is a contrast here. Especially when it comes to the value you give yourself or your understanding of value and worth of something. What seems more to you, you get scared of it, then you drop it down to a number and you kind of feel okay about it, and then you don't feel okay about it. It's the worth and value of something. Maybe you, maybe self. There is a number here and the number changes. 4 of Pentacles on your mind is the the Emperor, 4, solid 4, and the King of Wands. Again, the moon. Of course, you're playing a big game. I get it. You're playing a very big game. For a lot of you on your mind, you actually have Aries, you have Leo, Sag, you have fire, you have a powerful position, authority, a place, a new beginning, more money coming in, all of those things. But they're coming from a very, very small point. From a very small point. It's like you want to, how do I put it? It's like you want a penthouse, you want a mansion, but you cannot see beyond smaller spaces. You want more, but you're afraid of more. Page of Cups coming towards you this week. We've got the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. Not really a fan of what is coming in. Um, it might just be distraction. If you're called out, if you're spending time, I do see an idle energy here. I do want to point out the obvious, Virgo. There is an idle energy here, an energy that is just, I think, hangover, pass out, getting drunk, falling down. This can be avoided. This can absolutely be avoided. I mean, obviously the choice is yours, but just telling you that the energy that's coming in this week, the invite, the drinks, the party, it's not going to leave you in the best possible state. If you're up for it, go for it. Magician, for your challenge, we've got the moon has made and the 7 of Wands. Look, the reason you're not able to bring all elements is because of fear. There is a fear. And I'll tell you something. For a lot of you, you're walking into a path for the very first time. This is brand new. You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into. And it seems scary. But the path will only unfold and become easier the more you take that path. I see someone going out, coming back again, going out, coming back again. I don't know how helpful that is because you wouldn't know how far you've actually come. You know, the minute it gets hard, I see somebody drop out immediately. No, I'm not going. The hostilities here and the 7 of Wands here are very similar. Take a good look. Very, very similar energies. Guard up and not doing much about it. You know, it's very important. What are you, for all of us as an exercise, Virgo, we keep making these lists of things that we want. We keep making this list of things that we want to do. Sometimes it's very important to write down a few things, like say 7 things that you're actually afraid of. What are you afraid of? When you write them down, when you look at them, when you question them, those fears start becoming very less. There is an essence here of fears. So it's time to come face to face with those fears. Why not? Page of Pentacles, for your advantage, is the Page of Cups and the 4 of Cups. I'm telling you, you have to initiate this. You have to initiate it. Hierophant underneath. Hierophant is your guidance. You have to initiate it. You don't have to initiate it when you feel better about it. You have to initiate it anyways. There is something got to do here with discipline, being on time, whether your mood is there or not. It's like a constant refill. And again, I want to tell you that the Page of Cups is the energy that's coming towards you. You're being encouraged. See how clearly Page of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Don't entertain any energy right now that takes you away from what it is that you're attempting to do. Because you've got your eyes on something. Hierophant, for you to raise your frequency and guidance this week. Virgo, we've got the 6 of Cups and the King of Cups. You know, the system and structure it's fair. It's been for everyone. All right. It's not that the system or structure is not working for you. I think the system and structure is working for you. The energies around you are very, very supportive. And I don't know how it's going to go down with you, Virgo, but what's happening here is if for any reason it's not working, it's because of the way it is being approached. It is being approached from, will this happen for me? It's very hostile. If you approach, if any of us approaches anything that we are getting into for the first time with a lot of fears, guess what we're going to get back in return? But let's say we don't know anything about it, but we approach it with, okay, you know what? I don't know. I'm just going to go with the flow and I'm going to figure out things. So get into it with figuring it out. And before you know, you'll have figured it out. Rather than 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Okay. Moving on to Libra. Hello, Libra, and welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy from 1st to the 7th June. Your monthly energies are up. The cards are just showing themselves to me, and I don't want to see them because we want to take out an energy oracle and see it together. Libra, this is your weekly energy, first week of June. Let's take out one card. Let's keep it on the side. And let's see what amazing messages, what does the first week hold for Libra? Let's go. Let's do this together. Let's go. We're starting Libra with, all right. Wow. Libra starting with Gemini energy. That's a distant cousin of yours, both air signs. Within, more Libra energy on the table, on your mind. Coming towards you, more air energy, challenge, advantage. One card that's going to help raise frequency. What's going on? A lot of Libras are creating a dent in the universe. You're doing something that's going to make a very big impact. Or at least your mind is at that place. And a lot of you do accomplish it, by the way. A lot of you do accomplish it. Let's see what the energy oracle is, Libra. Oh, wow. We've got card number 11, Cornucopia. Man, that's a lot. That's the ultimate utopia. That feeling of absolute abundance, that feeling of being at that place where everything is so surreal. It's being beautifully laid out for you. It's a very, very beautiful and powerful energy, by the way. It's almost like a festival, a feast. But I want to say that it looks very otherworldly, very otherworldly. It's a very good energy, very powerful. We're starting with number 6. We're starting with lovers. This is Gemini energy. If you have somebody around Libra, they're very good for you, number 1. Number 2, being number 2, this is also the energy of being at that place where you have to make a decision. What are you going to do after this? I think you're at a point where you're kind of done with something and you're like, all right, what do I do next? Within, you've got the King of Swords. That is solid air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini makes me want to say it's you. Very logical, very analytical, very to the point. Within, you're actually thinking from, hey, what's my next logical step here? On your mind, you've got the Tower. Your mind is right now in this space where multiverses are crashing, this feels like a very good tower. You know why? Because from the logical part of your brain, you're actually breaking down systems in your brain, and you're kind of, you know what you're doing actually in your mind? You're there is a button. So your brain is a computer, and you're like, delete, empty the bin, 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 empty the bin. So you're deleting, putting everything into the trash, deleting the trash, and you're creating the space for your cornucopia. That's when actually the tower moment, that's what a tower moment in the brain feels like. Everything that is unnecessary. And is it chaos? Yes, absolutely. Is the brain feeling like Oh my God, I am overloaded, overcharged, but that's exactly, it's running more than it can. And you may be experiencing, feeling it this week. What's coming towards you is the Seven of Swords. Convenient, very convenient, very convenient. This is very likely to happen after a Tower moment, by the way, Seven of Swords, because there is only so much. Seven of Swords is actually a very deceptive, very convenient, very strategic energy. So what's coming towards you this week is now that the Tower moment is going on in your brain, you're creating space. You're now being very picky and choosy. No, but I don't want to keep this, but I only want to keep this much. So you're this is all thoughts. I want to say that. This is all thoughts, Libra. This is all happening in your intellectual plane. The challenge is the Knight of Pentacles. Well, of course. It's very hard for where you are right now to not being able to move. Because your brain is operating at such a high frequency, such a high level, you're clearing out spaces. The challenge here is you're like, wait, after so much, I can't move. But I want to do so much more. But why am I being put on a stop? But how long do I have to wait here? Waiting is a challenge. Waiting is a challenge because you're prepped and peaked and primed. So now it's very hard for you to be content with just so much, actually. Your advantage is the world. I'm telling you, you're being prepared here for a very, very... Look, this is a weekly reading, all right? It's not going to happen this week, but I'm just telling you, whatever you're feeling and you're going through, you're being prepared for an exit. You're being prepared for a happy ending. One that is going to be, a picture. One that's going to be a moment that's going to be on your fridge magnet that you're going to kind of, frame and put it on the wall. And in order to arrive to that moment, there are a sequence of things that happen in our life. And that's what's happening with you right now. The world and the cornucopia are not different. They're very similar. To raise your frequency, your advice, Ace of Wands. How beautiful is this? This is new. The storage space that you're clearing up in your mind, the strategic moves that you're taking, all of which so that you can create something new. I'm seeing the number 11 here very strongly, but not together, 11 and 11. They're two completely different. So you may not see 11. You may see 11-1 and 11 another place. The Lovers for Libra, please. What is the Lovers? Let's clarify. We've got the Two of Swords and the King of Cups. And Two of Swords is actually Moon in Libra. Yeah, this is the point where you're actually starting the week or the month with, yeah, but okay, I'm done with this now. But what do I do next now? What am I falling in love with? What feels nice? What feels easy? Because cups are all about emotions. But you know what? I'll tell you something, Libra. You're looking at the wrong place. You're thinking what is going to emotionally satisfy me, emotionally make me feel good. But eventually you'll realize all things are linked with what you're passionate about. You're going to be led to that, to your passions. King of Swords within you. Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. See, Page of Wands is pursuing that passion. And the only reason right now you're stopping or the Knight of Pentacles is a challenge. Moving forward is a challenge because you're at the very beginning stage of something. Page is not a king. And the King of Sword aspect, the logical aspect is telling you, you know what? Take small steps. We're not going to screw this up. If we want to do it the way we want to do it, we are going to take tiny steps. We're going to take, this is the hare and the tortoise story, by the way. Libra, you're the tortoise. And guess who wins the race? Don't be afraid to stop. Don't be afraid to take small steps. The beauty is in moving on. The Tower on your mind, Ace of Cups, and the Empress. I told you, you are cleaning up. I actually remember saying it's a very good tower. There you go. Because this is the birth of a brand new. And the birth of a brand new is coming from the place. So the tower running in your mind is actually cleaning up, clearing up, so that very beautifully the next version of yours is going to be launched. You're going to be launching something 2.0, that kind of energy. It's like the crashing of a software and the bringing in of a brand new software. All these things are just hitting my brain very hard right now. The Seven of Swords coming towards you this week, Libra. We've got the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Very strategic, very strategic. You're being very smart, very careful with your time, with your energy. You're not investing in BS. You want it, it's helpful, let's take it. If it's not helpful, let's walk away. And you're not shying from leaving things half, actually. You know, sometimes we figure out after 5 days, oh my God, this is not worth investing my time. You're willing to walk away from those 5 days. You're like, but if I spend 4 more, those are brutal waste of 4 more. So smart strategic moves here. Love that. Knight of Pentacles challenge. Moving forward is a challenge because beautiful Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles, because you're not meant to take this fast. King of Pentacles is the father of money. It's a long-term success, stability, longevity, legacy. It cannot be made overnight. So while you're at Knight of Pentacles, you will become the King of Pentacles, but it does not want you to do this fast. It wants you to do it slow, beautiful, exactly like the tortoise. The world for your advantage, the happy ending, the graduation, the ceremonial celebration, my gosh, it looks so beautiful, is the Judgment and the Knight of Wands when the time is right. This is going to be your resurrection. This is going to be your ceremony. You're going to be arriving here. You're going to be looking great. All eyes will be watching you. Yeah, it's not today or tomorrow. It's in your timeline though. And it is something that, the best clue that I can give you, because you're on the 6th, it is something that you're actively pursuing right now. It's not something that has to start later on. You're already on that cycle. Ace of Wands to raise your frequency. Can't make this up, can you? Look at that. We've got the Lovers and the Ten of Cups. It is yours. You are pursuing it right now. Keep that path. Don't be in a hurry. Do not try to attempt any, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't take detours. Don't try to finish something faster than it's supposed to be. Stick to the plan. Stick to the way it's being done. And it's going to be executed beautifully. Again, seriously, every card had the same message. Wow. Thank you, Libra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, that was fast. Moving on to hello, Scorpio. Welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy. Monthly energies are up. This is the very first week of June, 1st to the 7th. Let's see what amazing messages want to come out for you. One energy oracle for Scorpio, please. Keeping it on the side. All right, let's see. Let's hit it, Scorpio. Let's see what wants to come out, what's going on. We're starting the week with boom. And then you give me that. Within, on your mind, coming towards you, a lot of emphasis of money here. Almost for everybody, the first week has been about money. the tangible, the things that you can hold and feel. Advantage, a card that's going to help you raise your frequency, Scorpio. Let's see what the energy oracle is. And we've got card number 21, strategy. An ace up your sleeve, writing something down. Emphasis here on journaling, writing something, the paperwork, the book, the knowledge. The paperwork here is very important. Maybe it's the tax time for a lot of people at this point of time. The details. Don't skip or skimp on any piece of information at this point of time. We're starting with the Tower. Tower is a rude awakening. Tower is the collapsing, coming down of something. We'll clarify and see what that is. But yes, there is something happening at this point of time. Towers happen because, you know, they're anyways, anything that's built on a shaky foundation will collapse, will crumble. Is it good? No. Does it hurt? Yes. But what's the point of keeping something that's eventually going to collapse? So clearly something is happening here. Within, you've got the Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to something. You're holding on to something. It's not a lot, but you're holding on to something. And you're very proud of it. So you're holding on to it. On your mind, you've got the Six of Pentacles. I think you have to give. And you're calculating and you're kind of, while on itself, Six of Pentacles is a very good energy, but it's running very strong in your mind. I have to pay out so much, which is why it's very important for you to be very strategic at this point of time. Make notes, write everything. Energy coming towards you is the Seven of Wands. I think it's very important, Scorpio, this week that you say no. Say no. Say no. Do not give more. There is strong emphasis here of boundaries this week. Challenge is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a very fast energy. It's an energy that does not think about the consequences. It's an energy that is on a mission. It's going fast. It's just, make sure you drive at speed limits. Very important for me to remind. For a lot of you, you could also have extra expenditure, unseen, possibly with a vehicle, gadget, appliance, I don't know, but be very careful. Don't try to speed up things. Your advantage is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Your advantage here is to actually, if you get a hunch, if you get a gut, if you get an intuitive sort of inkling towards whatever it is that you're pursuing, please go with that. It's going to be far more beneficial than what others have to give an opinion on. To raise your frequency, boom, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. I love this. Be open. If something is coming down, be grateful for whatever it is. Be open to receiving. This is also money coming in. So while you feel money is going here, I do see, or the universe is saying, even though you feel money is going in, relax, calm down. There is more money coming in. That's beautiful. Let's clarify, Scorpio. Let's get some more information. How beautiful is that? The Tower. What is this Tower? Actually, the Tower took me a little bit. Seven of Swords and the Magician. I don't know, for some of you, this could actually be you'll have to vacate a premise. Or ending up way before your time actually is. It feels like an eviction notice, actually. It's very interesting. For a lot of you, you will actually escape this Tower moment. Why? Because you left a little bit early. Can I tell you something? I'm getting a very strong message here. The burnt toast theory. It says that, I read this somewhere, that in the morning, you know, when you burn your toast, you don't get to eat that toast, you don't get to eat food, you leave a little early. And because you left a little early, you avoided something. So that Tower is happening because you're supposed to avoid something, and that's going to be good for you. Actually, very strangely, the whole message actually popped up into my head. Four of Pentacles. Basically, the fact that you left early, or again, very intuitive, very gut, very hunch, you'll get it. Listen to your... It's going to be very beneficial for you. If you're not supposed to be at a place, don't be at that place. Four of Pentacles within you, we've got Seven of Cups and the Three of Cups. The reason you're holding on to whatever you're holding on to is actually because it's one of those things, one of those many things that you're proud about. You know, it may be something very significant, very specific, like a degree, a diploma, some trophy that you won at some point of time in life. For a lot of you, obviously, it's money. It's a safety net. It's that kind of money. And it's the kind of money that, you know, in your to-do list, you had put it at a specific place and you said, with this money, I'll travel possibly here, or I'll do this, or I'll tick this off. So there is something that you're keeping in with yourself, which is very, very, that portion you're keeping, you know, you're not letting that go, which is a good thing. Six of Pentacles on your mind, Scorpio. Yeah, I think you have, yeah. This is the payout, the going out, the outgoings, and you're figuring out, you're actually figuring out where you can save your expenses, where this feels like, again, because the energy is strategy, it feels like it's a very strategic week for you, where you kind of balance your sheets, you look for things, you know, you get stamps on certain things, you get the authority work done, permits, approvals, that kind. Seven of Wands coming towards you. We've got Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups. Again, I'm telling you, very strong energy. This is the week where you maintain your boundaries. Do not entertain everybody in your proximity, in your energy, because you are also in a space. Nine of Cups is a very beautiful energy where your wishes are being fulfilled for you. So it's very important for you to be in the most amazing vibration so that you receive those wishes. So block those, put your guards up for those who can possibly trigger you and take you away from that. So kind of protect your energy this week. I mean, always, but definitely this week. Knight of Swords for your challenge. We have the Page of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. The challenge here is I think there is going to be some sudden expenditure. It may not be very big, it may be actually very small, but be prepared, which is why do not be in haste, do not be in speed, do not try to skimp or skip on something. Be very thorough with your details. I do see here that the challenge here will be you might have to take out some money and give. Or somebody may ask you for money, by the way, within the family or a friend. It does feel like. Queen of Wands for your advantage, Five of Swords and the Emperor with the Empress underneath. I'm telling you, your advantage this week is actually, firstly, it's fire. Scorpio, you're a water sign. Fire is very strong, very powerful. It's very hard to mess with fire. Trust your own intuition, trust your own gut. At least act like you know it all. Nobody should be able to see through. Even if there is something that you don't know, don't let anybody play it up in such a way that, you know, they can catch you off guard. Say no when it's important to say no. Because I think somebody will try to get some work done through you. Or try to play with your wherever your position and standing is. Ace of Pentacles to raise your frequency. We have the Justice and the Five of Pentacles. I'm telling you, there is money coming in, Scorpio. And it's coming after a period of not having. But you've got to be very strategic about it. If you're very thorough, I can also see this is the kind of money that comes from your ITR savings. if there was justice case, if there was something pending, that there is some sort of reward, incentive, bonus here. That is why the paperwork has to be very, very thorough. Right at the beginning of June, you're getting this message. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. I really hope this works out for you. Sounds incredible. Moving on to hello, Sagittarius, and welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy. First week of June, 1st to the 7th. Your monthlies are up. If you're interested, definitely have a look-see. Let's see what we've got going on here. Let's take out your energy oracle for the first week, and let's see what energies are bringing in for you. Let's go, Sag. We're starting with, how beautiful is that? Within, on your mind. Wow, 2 aces on the table. Coming towards you, challenge, advantage, and a card that's going to help you raise your frequency. Look, there is new written all over this reading, all right? All over this reading. And you've got to make a decision. You've got to sit down and you've got to look at, this is something that has to be done peacefully. You cannot rush through this. It's almost like one of those weeks where you sit and do your pros and cons. Your energy is card number 50, the Angel of Strength. Very similar to the Strength card in the tarot, by the way. Fire energy. This is, I'll tell you something, what I'm picking up, Sag, here is, because it feels like the week where you do pros and cons, you see where your strengths lie, where your weaknesses lie, what your opportunities are, what your threats are. This is one of those weeks where you sit and do an analysis of yourself or the situation that you're in, so that you can make that decision. We're starting with the Ace of Cups. You're very excited. It seems like a very good opportunity. Even if this is love, whatever this is, whatever this energy is coming towards you or you're sitting in, it's good, it's new, and it feels nice. Within, you've got the Nine of Wands. You've wanted this for a long time. You've stayed true to this for a very long time. I think other people would have left, but it's almost like you're the last person standing. So do you have the strength for this? Definitely. That's your first answer. You have got the strength to pursue this, and that's what the energy is, Angel of Strength. On your mind, you've got the Ace of Swords. This is the beginning in terms of the mind, the thoughts, the ideas. So very right place the Ace of Swords has come. The thoughts have come in the mind. You're building it, you're nurturing it, you're excited, you're keen, you're curious. It excites you. Not only do you love it, it also excites you. Now what's coming is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is actually that moment where you work with everything that you have, take more information, now start filtering. Yeah, that's the word. You have to filter, scan, in order to see the pros and cons. The challenge is justice. Justice is the energy of what you give is what you're going to get. So obviously, I feel that there are going to be moments where you may feel a little out of whack, because justice has got to do with balance, moderation. So make sure when you're doing this, you're being very fair and honest here. Because when we make our pros and cons list, sometimes because we know nobody's watching, we can tend to oversell ourselves to ourselves. So be very fair when you're doing this, finding out your own strengths and weakness. At least be honest to yourself. It'll be very helpful for you. Advantage is the Four of Swords. Lovely. Four of Swords is the energy of healing, peacefully, resting, relaxing. That's the best energy to actually get yourself in the right place. To raise your frequency and guidance from the universe, you've got the Tower energy. Tower is the coming down of a structure that is no longer serving, shattering. It is shattering. It is breaking down. I can very strongly see, actually, this is that week where you, are going to come to know a lot of things about yourself, and you have to be honest. You have to be honest. You cannot tell yourself that, no, you know what, I can actually jump from a 50 feet building. Can you? Are you trained? Are you qualified? So be very honest with what your skill sets are, because it's going to be very helpful for you. All right, let's clarify, Sag. Ace of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Sun. Whatever this is, you really, really, really love it. You really love it. It brings you a lot. Can I simply put, Sag, it brings you a lot of joy. There are a lot of things that put you off, you're disinterested in, but when you talk about this certain thing, certain person, certain topic, whatever this thing is, it gives you sense of freedom. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel happy. It gives you a lot of joy. Nine of Wands. We have the Lovers and the King of Pentacles. And I'll tell you something. The decision that you're trying to make here is long term. It's long term. It's for your stability. It's not something that you want for 5 days. It's something that you want for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And that's the reason why you're still standing. You're still in the race. You're still in the competition. You're still not giving up. Even if it's a connection, even if it's a person, it's you want it for the long haul. There is something here. The reason why you're still on it is because you want it for long term. You don't want it for 1 day, 2 day. Ace of Swords on your mind. We've got the King of Cups and the World. See, I cannot emphasize enough. You want it for the long haul. It's going to give you the freedom to travel possibly. It's going to give you, it's like a graduation ceremony. It's like an upgrade. It's a new skill set acquired. It allows you to put yourself on a certificate. It's just, again, we have the strength right here, and we have the Angel of Strength. I'll also tell you, you have this, another strength discovered here is that if you pursue this, you can actually complete it. Another strength here that I'm picking for you, Sag, is that if you commit, you're there for a long time. You're not the kinds who switches very fast. Growth and expansion is very important for you. Traveling is very important to you. You are ruled by Jupiter, Sag. You are the archer. You aim for like how people have short-term goals. You know, your aim is actually very, very far. Seven of Cups coming towards you this week, the Wheel and the Devil. You have I'm telling you, this feels like an opportunity where you sit down with yourself and you look at the good, the bad, the not so good, the not so bad, the absolute strength and the absolute weakness, what's holding you back, what you're good at. When you have the Lovers and the Devil, these are both two together out of freedom, two together because of whatever shortcomings, right? So you're supposed to look at the good and the bad, either with you or a connection. This could also very well be a connection, but address something through and through. Justice for your challenge, the Emperor and the Seven of Pentacles. Just make sure you're honest, you know. Very important. Ace of Cups. Don't tell yourself, I mean, when you're doing this, be fair to yourself, be fair to the other energy. But again, I'll say be fair to yourself. Don't sell yourself too short or don't hype yourself too much. You should be able to do those things. That is what the Angel of Strength is. And if you're not actually good at something, or if you still have more to learn in a particular area, come to that also. Four of Swords for your advantage is the Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I want to say this, you're in good company. Queen of Wands is Sagittarius energy, confident, looking good. The more you rest, the more you recover, the more you take time out for yourself, the more you're going to shine, the more you're going to glow, the more you're going to find yourself more rejuvenated in group dynamics. But make sure you take time out for yourself. Make sure you heal yourself. This is a healed version of Sagittarius. Tower from the universe. Two of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Very, 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 very thought decision. I started with saying make a list where you have your pros and cons, both the sides, address it logically, look at it, be very honest with it. And, you know, Tower is that realization, that understanding that this is absolute thorough inner knowing of yourself, and it's going to feel good and it's going to feel not so good, everything, but this is coming face to face with your strengths, your weaknesses, and very logically, very with, you know, with your intellectual mind. This is knowing yourself and then in being in that position of putting yourself out, Sag, for the long term, for the bigger picture, for the vision, for the dream, for the goal that you have. Wow. I mean, if needed, you could also take a professional help to get your, you know, but that's what I have for you, Sag. Moving on to... We're moving on to Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy from, it's the first week of June, 1st to the 7th. Monthlies are up in case you're interested to have a look-see. Let's take out your energy oracle. Keep it on the side, Capricorn. Let's see what the first week of June holds for you. A card has come. Let's keep it right there. Whoa, we're starting with Capricorn. We're starting with the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. Very similar to your monthly. Within, on your mind, coming towards you this week. Challenge, advantage. Oh, dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord. A card that's going to help us. And I actually flipped it, so... let's just talk about it. This is Capricorn, very similar to your monthly energy. I think there is a connection here. The connection is going through something, or there is a decision here. If it's not a connection, it's the next logical step in your life. We also have the Hierophant here, which is Taurus energy, fixed sign. Another earth sign like you. We have the Magician. We have some big energies at play and a very simple storyline here. So I don't want to drag this energy here. Let's see what the oracle is. Oh gosh, we've got a man holding a heart, and then we're starting with the Lovers. Come on, Capricorn. I think I'm actually repeating a similar story, so let me do it one more time for the benefit and sake of Capricorn. We have a person here, he's holding their heart on their sleeve. It's very important. Number 9 is very significant here because 45 comes down to 9. We're starting with Lovers. Lovers is Gemini energy. Gemini is also about, it's about two people coming together, but it's also making the next decision, next step in your life. Within, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is holding on to something that's of worth and value. This is Earth sign. This is Capricorn energy. On your mind, you've got the Magician. You're manifesting, actively manifesting. There is something that you want to pull down from the heavens to the earth. You know this. What is coming towards you is the Page of Cups. I think a breath of fresh air. Something new, something fresh, something different is coming in. We'll clarify and see what that is for you. Challenge here is the Page of Pentacles. Now, Page is small, all right? The challenge here possibly is your approach. It's a little immature, possibly it's childlike. It's still not defined. It's still not matching with what it is that you're asking. You're asking Queen of Pentacles, but you're approaching it as Page. So there is a mismatch there. Your advantage is the Hierophant. Hierophant is Taurus energy. Hierophant is a structure. Hierophant is marriage. It's an institution. It's the timeline of something. It's earth energy. It's a stable, fixed energy. It doesn't change. And that is your advantage. That's number 5 right there. Very similar. The Lovers and the Hierophant, they're both about people following the structure. And to raise your frequency, we've got the High Priestess. For a lot of you, you already know this. You already know this. For a lot of you, you're also consulting stars. You're watching this reading. You're watching more readings. You're checking your actual placement, by the way. Where am I right now? For some of you, you're planning the birth around that time. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's going on here. What is the Lovers? Tell me more about the Lovers for Capricorn. And that card came, I shuffled and it came back again. Judgment and the Five of Wands. This is how do I say this? This is actually the comeback. All right, this is the comeback energy. This is the resurrection energy. But at the moment, it's got a lot of noise attached to it. There's a lot of external influence. There's a lot of... at the moment, this comeback or this coming back, there is just too much around it. It's not getting its clean... what do you say? It's not getting that clean space to come. There's a fight, there's a struggle, and the reason why that is, I think there is also Saturn here at play. I want to say the obvious. Whenever I see Five of Wands, I cannot not see that. It's just that it's not getting a clean entry right now. Why? Because there is too much noise, there is too much interference. How do I say that? Queen of Pentacles within you. Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Again, we're talking about a lot of money here, Capricorn. This is something that you've been waiting on. There is something that you've been wanting. This is still within. You've been waiting. You're waiting on something to come. You feel that when this comes, or when you can sell something, or when you can put out something, you will have more. So I'll tell you what, you're trying to make your money from your money. And I think your security comes from taking from within, but you're going to run out of those resources very fast. Then what are you going to do? So you need to figure out a way to take that and convert it into something else. The magic word, the key word, the clue here is conversion, so that it still retains its value. Magician is clarified by the Wheel and the Three of Pentacles. So there you go. You're manifesting a job. You're manifesting a dynamic. You're manifesting a workspace. You're manifesting... Three of Pentacles is collaboration, is cooperation, is very strongly. Continue that manifestation. That's my best bet. That's my best piece of 2 cents I can give. Continue the manifestation. For whatever reason, don't stop it. Page of Cups that is coming towards you is the Ace of Cups and the Two of Swords. You are... gosh, I'm actually not a fan of Page of Cups energy because it's a very small energy. You're showing me that you're at a very important place in your life. Small energies have a tendency to come and distract, all right? It is Ace of Cups. It does feel like a very exciting opportunity. It is new, but I don't think you're going to say yes. It feels like an invite. It feels like somebody calling you over for a drink. It feels like... I think they're calling you because they want to just have a good time. It's not coming from a place of love. Page of Pentacles for your challenge. We've got the Page of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Very similar energies. I think your reading and Virgo reading is very similar this week. The challenge here is money. Whoever is coming in Capricorn because they just want to experience something with you. Pages are very small, very small. Pages coming in, pages as a okay. I mean, pages are a challenge. It's also a good thing because they're very small. They can be dealt with, so you can say no. This is the week where you decide what you're going to entertain and what you're not going to entertain. Because the energy that's coming in, while it's offering you something, it's still not opening itself to you. Remember that. The Hierophant for your advantage. We've got the Strength and we've got the High Priestess. High Priestess is the advice from the universe by the, excuse me. For a lot of you, Leo, Pisces may be very, very advantageous for you at this point of time. I just want to say there is a structure here that is going to be of advantage to you, but it's going to take its time. And what, oh wow, we've got the Hierophant right there while we are clarifying. It's going to take time. August. And you know this, So let it take, let that happen the way it's happening. Do not try to mess with that timeline. I don't know how to say this. Let me see the High Priestess here, Magician, and the Death. You know this is going to happen anytime from now all the way to Scorpio season. Can I just say that? There is something that is going to happen for you. Don't try to haste it. Don't mess with it. Meanwhile, you're supposed to actually continue to do that, whatever it is that you're manifesting. I'm not sure what is the significance of a man holding a heart here is, Capricorn, for you, because I'm not able to place love into this. At first I thought this is maybe for someone who's already in a connection, maybe this is that. But if it's a bigger picture here, then you have to just stay true to your vision. You cannot get distracted. Hair is very important here. Clearly, this is something that you want. So this manifestation cannot be stopped until this manifestation is done. Now all the way till August or Scorpio season. No distractions. Moving on to Aquarius. Hello Aquarius and welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy reading and this is the first week of June. The very first week. Your monthlies are up. If you're interested, have a look at that. Your energy oracle is out. Let's see what the first week of June. What's the energy for Aquarius? Let's go. Aqua, we're starting with, all right, within you, on your mind, coming towards you this week, your challenge, advantage, very interesting energies. One card that's going to help us raise our frequency. Aquarius, you're waiting for something. I don't think you're like on standby and waiting. You're still doing. You're like fine-tuning, polishing, getting something done. And it's still not looking the way you want it to look. You're trying to achieve perfection at something, in simple words. Your energy is Card number 34 comes down to number 7. Very, very, I don't know what to call it, because your starting energy is also number 7. You cannot make these things up. And look at it. It says door to personal healing and happiness. Achieving perfection. There is something that you're doing here and you're fine-tuning it. Door to personal healing and happiness. How beautiful is this? This is such an amazing energy, Aquarius. We're starting with the 7 of Pentacles. This is you coloring the same thing over and over, you know, drawing the same thing, doing it again, doing it in a different way till you actually look at it and you're like, do I like it now? Do I like it now? Is it ready to go out? It's you're creating something, all right? You're getting better at it. Within you've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is, see, your heart is at the right place. This is something that you're creating, you're making. It's your baby. You love it. You're fine-tuning it. You spend a lot of time with it. You're knitting it. You're, you know, it's just something you're building. You're actually fond of it. On your mind, you've got the 4 of Cups. Now, here is where the thing is, actually. Here is the disconnect. Aquarius mind. Aquarius mind. Your mind gets disinterested very fast, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. So you got to remind yourself why you started it. Coming towards you, we've got the Justice energy. This is Libra energy, another air sign like you. You know, Justice is Libra. May I please do this peacefully? Thank you. You've got Libra coming in, Aquarius. This is that energy where, you know, what you give is exactly what you're going to get. This is justice. So whatever you've put out, you know, you have to ask yourself, be honest to yourself. Door to personal healing and happiness. If you're giving out happiness, you're going to get happiness. If you're healing, you're going to get healing. And if not, you're going to get lessons, you know. There's no loss really here. Now your challenge is the Hermit. Hermit is the seeker. You're trying to find something. Maybe you've not yet found it. That's why you're trying to fine tune. That's why you're trying to polish. Virgo energy is very prominent here. Maybe Virgo is the challenge. Virgo is all about perfection, actually. So you're trying to perfect your craft. You're trying to find something. You've not found it, and you're finding ways to do that. Advantage is the 8 of Wands. You're going to be full of energy, and it would be a good idea if you keep that energy. I'm a fan of 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is having a lot of fire, it's excitement, it's joy, it's adrenaline rush. Keep that. Keep that. To raise your frequency, beautiful, we've got the Ace of Cups. Fall in love with everything that you do. Because I think it's important for you, Aquarius, because in your mind or in your active mind, you tend to get disinterested very fast. So keep yourself excited, do things that you like, bake if you like, cook if you like, do the things that you like, you know. Pick up those things that you actually truly have joy in. All right, let's clarify. Aquarius, 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, please. We've got Page of Pentacles and 8 of Swords. See, this is, again, it's the same thing. It's creating something, building something, starting something, and then overthinking. So you're trying to achieve perfection. Just don't go overboard. Simply put, don't go overboard. At the end of the day, you're also hermit. You're also, you know, creating and building something. You don't have to shoot yourself down. Don't be hard on yourself, Aquarius. Queen of Pentacles within you. We've got the King of Wands and the 6 of Swords. It's a good energy, you know. You're pursuing what you like, what you love. There's passion here. There's a lot of fire here. And you're a work in progress. You like what you do. You like what you think. You like what comes to your, you know, within you. The things that you're feeding your source right now, they're very aligned with what it is that you want in life. 4 of Cups in your mind, and that's the tricky part, Aqua. 4 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. The thing is, Aquarius, the things that you love and you can give away. if you hold on to them, and you're a humanitarian, you're known for, Aquarius belongs to the collective. Aquarians was born for the collective. So you're being encouraged to keep less, give more, and give it from a place of love, which you're very good at doing. Because the more you put yourself out there, the more productive and the more interested you will be in life. Justice, keep yourself productive, actually. Justice coming towards you is the Five of Pentacles and the Chariot. Like, look, this is beautiful. This is the universe has your back. You may be feeling, because Five of Pentacles is that feeling, oh my God, I'm going to lose it. Oh my God, I'm not going to get it. And boom, Chariot is Cancer energy, which is literally the epitome of the universe has your back. It's put you on the right path. This is your path. You belong here. A lot of you will actually let go of a lot of things that no longer serve you and continue your path. There's a strong emphasis here of you being on a path. When I say work in progress, I actually mean you're on your path, your purpose. The Hermit for your challenge. We've got the Hangman and the Ten of Wands. I get it. You're trying to seek, you're trying to find something. And you're trying many ways. But the good news is you're trying. How beautiful is that? That's exactly what the door to personal healing and happiness is. You're seeking. Let's not call it trying. You're seeking. And the fact that you're seeking, one day you'll get it, one day you won't. 6 days you will not get it. 7 days. Eventually, you do. 8 of Wands for your advantage. We've got the Emperor. And the Nine of Wands, more fire. You know, the throne belongs to the person who does not give up. The throne belongs to the person who's the last man standing. And the fact, Aquarius, there's something very strong here about you have to keep doing what you're doing. You have to keep that fire alive. You have to keep that motor running. Because that's what is going to bring you closer to what it is that you're seeking. And it has to come from a place of joy. Ace of Cups is clarified by the King of Cups and the Tower from a place of joy. Because King of Cups is absolute, being in control of your emotions. And Aquarius, you're an air sign. So every time that you're going to come emotionally close, you may feel that, oh my God, no, that's not true. I mean, I have to think about it logically. I have to use my brains. So that's where the Tower comes. That's why you're, in your mind, you're overthinking things. And whereas there is a strong emphasis here on pursue this from the place of love, from the place of joy, door to personal healing and happiness. It's a very simple, very easy week. Pursue joy, pursue happiness. All right, that's what I have for you. Aquarius, have an amazing week. I will see you in another reading. Moving on to, hello Pisces, welcome. This is your wholesome weekly energy. The first week of June, monthlies are up. In case you're interested, you can go and have a look. Your energy oracle is out. Let's see what the first week of June has in store for you, Pisces. Let's go. A card literally flipped out on its own. We're starting with the Ten of Wands. Close to home, the end of a task, tired, exhausted. Within, and you've been on a long journey. On your mind, wow. Coming towards you, challenge, advantage, a card that's going to help you raise your frequency. A lot of things happening here, Pisces, in the first week of June. And your advantage is, make sure whatever it is that you're doing, keep a balance, all right? Because there is a little bit of, it's almost like you finished one part all right? And now you're getting ready for the second one. You're obviously excited. It's like one cycle is finished, one tour, one trip, one cycle is over, and now you're starting the other one. And your advantage is to keep both the cycles, at least right now, because you're transitioning from one to another. So take the lessons of one and take them to the other. And for the time being, just transition. So also like make, balance your money, balance your resources, balance your time. This feels like a very transitional energy, transitional phase. Let's see what your energy oracle is. Oh my God. We've got card number 22, yin yang. This is literally masculine, feminine. This is transitional. You see how the movement is? And that's also your advantage. Dear Lord, that is so, wow. Number 4 is significant. Pisces, you're starting with the Ten of Wands. At the end, you've arrived, you've come back home. A lot of you have come back home after, your work, or your home is at a different place than where you work, or you're going home. But definitely the end of one cycle. Within you've got the Chariot. You're actually very proud of yourself. A cycle is over now. You're also very excited. You're also making plans for what's new. You're also excited for the second. So within you've got a very good burst of energy. For a lot of you, you also may have a Cancer around you. On your mind, you've got the Fool, a brand new cycle. There you go. You're already starting your next. You've already started, all right, what am I going to do in the next? Where am I going to travel? What's going to be my outfit? Or who am I going to hire? All those new things that come with the new cycle. Coming towards you this week is the Seven of Wands. Say no. Don't take on too much. Have some boundaries. Rest it out. Very important for you. Like I said, it's a transitional phase. Maybe the first week is just for you yourself. Don't say yes to everything. Don't take on tasks immediately. Your challenge is the Eight of Wands. That's why 7 is coming. 8 of Wands is too much energy. The too much energy right now is going to exhaust you, because you're yourself in a place where you are going from point A to point B. So you're somewhere in between. So this is not the week where you take more. All right. This is where you kind of enter from one into the other. And your advantage is the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is harmonizing, is balancing, is multitasking, is moving from one to the other beautifully, gracefully, peacefully, easy, exactly like the yin yang number 22. To raise your frequency, we've got High Priestess, which is Moon, which is very, very actually you, Pisces. Simply put, the universe is telling you, you know where you're headed, you know what you're doing. This is the week where you keep quiet, be stealth. If needed, go incognito. Nobody needs to know that Pisces has come back from a holiday, or nobody needs to know what Pisces is doing next. Rest it out, and this is that week where you keep things to yourself. Let's clarify, Pisces. 10 of Wands is clarified by 3 of Pentacles and the Fool. See, one work, this thing is overdone and you're getting into the brand new cycle. New things are lining up. New things are coming. Very transitional. But work-wise, this is fantastic. Fantastic. Chariot, within you, we've got the King of Cups, which is your energy, and the Two of Wands. I'm telling you, Pisces, you are at a burst of energy within. You're very proud of what you've done. For a lot of you, you're looking at yourself and saying that, oh, wow, I cannot believe I accomplished that. I cannot believe I finished that. It's a very good energy. Very good. Fool on your mind, we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Judgment. There is a chance here. There's even in this new cycle, you're taking something that you've learned from your previous, all right? You're good at it. You can bring something to it. And, actually, I think you knew well in advance that you're going to be called for it. It's especially, I think there was an interview, or there's going to be an interview held where you're going to be, presenting yourself. It's a position place that's opening for you. Pisces, people like you are meant for places like this. Seven of Wands this week is clarified by the Seven of Wands and the Wheel. See, you can't make this thing up. This is that week where you protect your energy, where you don't take on too much. Wheel of Fortune is the Wheel of Fortune. Time is changing, seasons are changing, transitional. I told you this is a transitional energy from one to another, and you have to preserve your strength, preserve yourself so that you can walk into the next stage. Eight of Wands for challenges, Three of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. This is the week where you don't take on everything. Too much of taking on something, too many tasks, too many things, meeting too many people. It's going to take a toll on yourself physically, financially, in every sense. This is possibly the week where you kind of take a week off if you can. Or cut a few hours from your work, from your lifestyle. Two of Pentacles for your advantage, Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Again, more emphasis on the transformation, transitional, taking from the old, bringing it into the new, harmonizing it, balancing it, and definitely making sure, Pisces, you don't, we have two tens here, ensuring that in this transitional, in this period, you don't exhaust yourself. Don't overdo anything. Also, don't overdrink, don't overwork out, don't overrun, don't do anything extra. High Priestess to raise your frequency, and from the universe, we've got the Four of Wands and the Knight of Swords. How beautiful is that? Four of Wands is 11. It is that beautiful place. Again, 11, and then we've got 22 here, repeating numbers. There's a lot of synchronicities here. I want to tell you that you know that you're arriving into alignment, but you cannot arrive into alignment from a place of speed, being fast, doing too many things at the same time. Alignment is built upon clarity, peace, knowing when to say yes, knowing when to say no. There is something here that is changing about you, transitioning about you, moving on from one to the other. Maybe you'll find alignment while you do this. So you don't rush the process. Don't be in haste. You know what we're talking about here. The fact that the High Priestess has come out here makes me want to say that Pisces exactly knows from what point it is going to what point. Only thing it needs to remember is it needs to keep this transition healthy and exciting, so that you can go from point A to point B with recharged and better energies. That's what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for that. And we're now going to move on to the collective. It's like I'm actually telling you. All right. Let me get my energy in place and aligned, and let's do this. All right. Let's go. If you are watching this, if this video has popped up into your feed, this is a message that is meant for you. This energy is for you. Whatever source you trust upon, look up to. This is the message that wants to come your way for the collective activation energy. Let's jump in. Let's see what amazing energy wants to come out for you, and let's take this one. And we've got the very beautiful card number 33. Love when numbers come like that, and it's called Door to Romance. This is so beautiful. There is a door here, there is love here. This door is specially built, constructed, and opened for you. And once it opens, the only thing that comes and flows in multitudes for you is love, is romance, please go ahead and claim this beautiful, beautiful energy and make it yours. Make sure you write down the time at which you see this message, because you're kind of sealing the deal with the universe that I see this, I know this, I accept it, it's mine, and I'm keeping it. And make sure you write down the number 33 so that the door to romance opens just for you. That is what I have for you. I hope this collective energy brings a lot of joy into your life. Thank you so much. Go ahead and claim it. And that's what I have for my all signs and my all stars. And I'm getting the signal. So let's call it a day. Thank you. I will see you in another reading.